I never thought of myself as someone who sought revenge. Until Liam. What he did to Emma, my twin sister, was unforgivable. They'd been together for months, and she thought it was something real. But when Liam got bored, he didn't just break up with her. No, he took it a step further and made a spectacle of it. He shared their private messages, the heartfelt ones, turning Emma into the joke of the school. The teasing was relentless. People whispered in the hallways, laughed at her pain, and some even shared screenshots online for more likes. Emma's light dimmed. She stopped going to class, isolated herself, and I could see the way her heart cracked more with every cruel glance. It tore me apart. If she wouldn't fight back, I would. Liam needed to feel what it was like to be humiliated, to have the rug pulled from under him, and I was going to make sure of it. The plan came to me in pieces. I knew I had to hit him where it would hurt the most. His reputation, especially with football scouts lining up to offer him scholarships. He was always the golden boy, untouchable, but even golden boys have secrets. First, I started small. I spread some rumors, just whispers about how Liam was blowing off practice, drinking too much, cheating on Megan, his new girlfriend. Megan and I weren't exactly friends, but I knew she had a jealous streak. One anonymous message from me, with just the right amount of detail, was all it took to get her suspicious. Then, I went bigger. Megan and I devised a plan to expose him, making it look like he'd been seeing someone else behind her back. She'd dump him at the biggest party of the year, in front of all his friends. It would be public, humiliating, and perfect. Liam would feel the sting of betrayal and embarrassment, just like Emma had. I thought that would be enough to make me feel better. At first, it was. Watching his face as Megan confronted him in front of everyone was satisfying. The crowd's laughter at his expense felt like justice. For once, the golden boy wasn't on top, and Emma wouldn't be the only one carrying scars from his actions. But things didn't go exactly as I imagined. In the days following the party, Liam's mood took a nosedive. At first, it felt like karma was working its magic, but then things started feeling off. Liam withdrew, skipping practice and staying home from school. His friends avoided him. Megan had moved on quickly, posting photos with someone new, and the same people who laughed at him at the party now acted like he didn't exist. I should have felt satisfied, but instead, a strange unease settled in my chest. Every time I saw Liam sitting alone in class or dragging his feet through the hallways, I felt wrong. It was supposed to feel good. Why didn't it? Then came the text. Megan sent me one first. I think we took it too far. Liam had reached out to her, not with anger, but sadness. He'd admitted that the breakup and rumors had hit him harder than she thought. I never meant to hurt Emma, he had said. I was stupid, but I didn't think it would get this bad. That cracked something inside me. He wasn't the monster I'd made him out to be. He was just another person who made a mistake. One who, like Emma, didn't deserve to be swallowed whole by public shame. I wanted to undo it, but how do you undo a public humiliation? I knew I had to try. Emma, however, was not on board when I told her what I had done. You did all this for me, she asked, blinking in disbelief. I just wanted to make things right, I said quietly. Emma shook her head, though there was no anger in her voice, only sadness. Revenge isn't justice. You just made everything worse. I felt the weight of her words. She was right. I thought tearing Liam down would build Emma back up, but instead, it only made both of us feel worse. That night, I sat down and crafted an apology, one for Liam and one for Megan. I sent Liam a long message, admitting to everything, the rumors, the breakup setup, and the way I let my anger take over. I didn't expect a response, but I hit send anyway. To my surprise, Liam responded the next day. Thanks for being honest, he wrote. I've made mistakes too. Maybe we can all leave it behind now. It wasn't a forgiveness text, not exactly, but it wasn't anger either. And for the first time in weeks, I felt a flicker of hope. Emma, encouraged by my effort, agreed to talk to Liam too. The two of them sat down in the school courtyard one afternoon. No drama, no accusations. Just a quiet, honest conversation between two people who had both made mistakes and carried hurt. The strange thing about life is how unexpected moments can change everything. Emma and Liam weren't friends again after that conversation, but they both found closure. Emma slowly started to come back to life, bit by bit. She started attending classes again and even joined a photography club. Her smile returned, not all at once, but enough to remind me of the person she used to be. As for Liam, things didn't magically go back to normal for him either. He had to work hard to regain people's trust, but over time, he did. His teammates welcomed him back to the team, and his scholarship was still within reach. The most surprising part? Liam and I ended up on neutral terms. Not friends exactly, but we shared nods in the hallways and sometimes exchanged awkward, understanding smiles. There was no hostility left, just two people who had learned a lot about themselves and each other through a mess neither of us wanted to create. And what about Megan? She moved on with her life too, happy to leave the whole ordeal behind. We drifted apart after everything, but we both knew we'd learned a valuable lesson. Revenge is never as satisfying as it seems. Looking back, I'm grateful things didn't spiral out of control. I thought revenge would feel good, but what really felt good was letting go, choosing peace instead of more hurt. Emma and I are closer now, and while Liam is no longer a part of our lives, I know we all walked away from this mess better people. In the end, I thought revenge would fix everything, but what really made things better was learning to forgive. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this story and share your ideas for future videos. See you in the next video.